Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Looking for room at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Cowboys! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Released by the QB. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to print the field position with the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Once for the tackle. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Webb. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to. They'll
go to work in the air on second down. The short hands, it's Marks. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. First and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The play action fake. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have fourth and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Hit as he throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the tailback. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration. Great.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
I think quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking downfield, it's Webb. He'll throw it down. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds. At the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Bring in the heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cowboys look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong at key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Webb. Snagged out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes! And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Quarterback will keep it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. Did the work himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running the read option left to start the drive. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Now on the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
When you play the option, you play this responsibility football. Sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Using the quick game. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds a little space.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost a throw on 1st down. He's got him.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw them. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Slides it, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Makes the catch in the 45. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. Powers through. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
are back and the offense is on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He'll do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.